history you show them. But that's the thing with Israel. The Israel fault has always been, they've always been some of the most loving people. You can come shoot their brother, kill their sister, something that first day the most. I forgive you, and I'm not going to let hatred come in my heart. And I forgive you, and I yet love you. But see, that's a mindset somebody has to train you and condition you to be that way.
Yes.
So we can go get an understanding from Torah, and that's not what he's telling you.
Nope.
He's not telling you that. And this is the thing that's wrong with Yashra'al. So when it comes to the things that belongs to Yashra'al and their inheritance, now everybody has ruled over us, treated us like animals, even to this very day don't care anything about us. Now that there's a Redeemer who's supposed to come and redeem us, set us back in our rightful place and to rule over the nations in our kingdom, now all of a sudden, everybody's supposed to walk in heaven hand in hand. Because I have a problem with that. Because I never believed, and I don't believe it now. That is not going to happen. Everybody has a place in the kingdom. You have Yashra'al on top, the priesthood, and ruling over the nations, and you have the nations in servitude. Now, is everybody's servitude going to be the same? No, but you will be in servitude in the kingdom. Are we not in servant's role in this kingdom?
Yes, we are.
And I knew I was interpreting things wrong back years ago. I still tell the Most High today, I said, let me tell you something. You have to work on me. I said, because if we're going to be walking equal hand in hand in the kingdom, I don't know if I'm baby dog. When you look at how we're treated in this very moment, and how we're just murdered, and we're just done so wrong, but yet we're supposed to be equal, walking hand in hand, and all this madness with the same people in the kingdom.
How did they reap what they sowed?
Right. Do you know our understanding have to be wrong? Because I wouldn't last in that 5 minutes, because I've been going up somebody's knapsack, and I know he said, you got to get out of here, you got to go, bro. You got to go. And this is how I know that we have misunderstood and been miseducated in this book with the wrong understanding. Because now when we go through the scripture, we can see specifically who he said is going to be doing what and who the kingdom belongs to. It was never meant for you to walk hand in hand equal with people. There's no such thing as ruling over people and being equal to the people. That's an oxymoron. That's madness. How can I rule over you and yet we're equal? That's a lie. And that does not happen. That's why he keeps focus on Israel. Notice his audience is Israel. It's Israel. Now we're talking about the commandments. What group of people had the commandments? Israel, repent. What group of people walked away from something and turned from something that now they're being called back to that? Because the kingdom is at hand. If you want to be a part of the kingdom, you got to do this. If you want to rule in the kingdom, you got to do this. It's at hand. Get your mind together. Prepare yourself for the coming kingdom. That's the message. Did you have a question?
No.
Oh, okay then. Did you finish off again?
Yeah.
I said this was going to be a 1 hour lesson, didn't it?
That son also.
Don't judge me. I know, right? It's the mood of. Oh my. Let's go to Mashiyach 7 and Mashiyach 7. Let's see. Let's go down to around verse. Let's go down around verse 15. Yeah, let's start at verse 15.
Matthew Yahuah or Matthew 7 verse 15. Beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravaging wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. Not every one that saith unto me, Sovereign, sovereign, shall enter into the kingdom of Shamayim.
Not everyone that says unto me, Sovereign, sovereign, shall what? Enter into what? The kingdom of heaven. Go ahead, sorry.
But he that doeth the will of my Father.
But he that doeth the will of my Father. Now, y'all know the Romans had many what? Deities that they worship. But he said, he that doeth the will of my Father. So the audience that he's speaking to will have to know what? Who his Father is. Or who Yahuah our Elohim is. Go ahead, sir.
But he that do the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Sovereign, sovereign, have we not prophesied in your name? And in your name has cast out devils? And in your name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you that work iniquity.
That's good right there. Depart from me that you what? That work iniquity. He's still keeping it Israel. You just have to be able to look and read and know when he's talking to Israel. But he was not going to other nations like that. But I can tell you one thing. You will always know when someone of the other nation has come into contact with him when he's speaking with them. Because guess what happens? Do he go and seek them out? Or do they seek him out? They seek him out. Let's go to Yahuah, the 8th chapter. Starting at verse 1. Pay very close attention to this first verse.
Matthew Yahuah 8 verse 1. When he was come down from the mountain, great multitudes followed him.
When he had come down from where? The mountain, great what? Multitudes followed him. That's very important. Because remember, he's bringing up, why were these multitudes following him? Not you. Thank y'all. Remember, he's coming in a time of need. Israel is subject to who? The Romans. They've been trodden down under the Romans. They've been treated very bad. The only people that are doing good in Jerusalem at that time is who? Scribes, Pharisees, because they did what? They got in bed with the Romans. So, he's coming to a people that are being oppressed, suppressed, depressed.
Almost like I was with Moses.
Exactly. Exactly. So he's coming to a people bringing a message of deliverance and enlightenment. And that's why these people, not only is he coming bringing a message, but what else is he doing?
Coming with power.
Coming with power and doing what? Manifesting works by means of what? Miracles.
You make me happy to talk about enemies, baby.
We ain't got to tip it. Go ahead, Doc.
Matthew Matthew 8 verse 2, and behold, there came a leper and worshipped him.
Stop right here. Okay? He came down from the mountain, multitudes followed him, and behold, there came a what? A leper. And this leper did what? Go ahead, so let's all read, y'all. Go ahead, Dr. King.
Saying, Yahusha, if thou wilt, thou canst make me clean. And Yahusha put forth his hand and touched him, saying, I will, be thou clean. And immediately his leprosy was cleansed.
Stop right there. Pay very close attention to what Mashiyach does and what he instructs this man to do. This lets you know, remember I said audience is important, y'all. I know people don't want to hear this when we say things like the kingdom belongs to Israel, or that Israel is his people, he loves Israel. But we just have to keep the book in perspective now. Pay very close attention to what he tells the leper.
And Yahusha saith unto him, See thou tell no man.
See thou tell no man.
But go your way.
Go your way. And he instructs him to do something.
Show yourself to the priest and offer the gift that Moshe commanded.
Stop right there. Go your way. He said, okay, you've been healed. Immediately do what? Go unto the priest and show yourself. And when you go to this priest, don't you go empty-handed. Go with a gift offering. What was the instruction in Torah when it came to a leper? Did they not have to go to the priest and report to the priest? Why did they have to report to the priest? The priest had to determine if he was clean, had he been clean, or he yet remained unclean.
Right.
Because if they were not clean, guess what? Could they enter into the land amongst the people? No. This was going to do two things. This was going to validify how Mashiyach come, because remember the priests and everybody, they knew that there was prophecies of a redeemer that would come and what? Redeem Israel. But also they also knew, because it was in the writing, when Mashiyach come, what would he come doing? Was it not prophesied that he would become what? Working these miracles? Healing? Giving sight to the blind? Restoring the kingdom. So he's sending the priest. Okay, this is what's going to happen. The priest is going to go give you the testimony, right? Tell how he was cleansed and how he was healed. And not only that, you yet have Mashiyach doing what? Y'all, he was not breaking commandments and laws, y'all. He was still in line with what Torah says. And this is why he instructed this man, because the instruction was when you go back to Torah. If you've been cleansed or healed from leper, you have to go to the priest. And they determine whether it's okay for you now to return back unto the people, because you have truly been what? Cleansed. So, with this being said, you automatically know it's yet who? Israel. Keep going, because I want to cover this right here. I want to make sure I finish this, even if we have to stop.
Show yourself to the priest and offer the gift that Moshe commanded for testimony unto them. And when Yahusha was entered into Capernaum, there came unto him a centurion.
There came unto him a centurion. Remember what I said? You can tell when someone outside the nation of Israel has what? Come in contact with Mashiyach. He doesn't seek them out, they seek him out. Remember the woman whose daughter was vexed with a demon? Did he go seek her out? Or did the disciples go seek her out? Or did she come to them? And what was their response? Make her go away, for she cried out after thee. And what was his message to her? Did he say, I'm only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel? So if he's sent to a people, he's going to them. If it's any time opposite of him going to them, and someone's coming to him, I can guarantee you they're from another nation. But let's go ahead and finish this right quick. Go ahead.
And when Yahusha was entered into Capernaum, There came unto him a centurion, beseeching him, and said, Master, my servant lieth at home, sick of the palsy, and grievously tormented. And Yahusha said unto him, I will come and heal him. The centurion answered and said, Master, I am not worthy that you shouldest come under my roof, but speak the word and speak the word only, and my servant shall be healed. For I am a man under authority, having soldiers under me. And I say to this man, Go, and he goeth, and to another, Come, and he cometh, and to my servant, Do this, and he doeth it. When Yahusha heard it, he marveled, and said to them that followed, Verily I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel.
He said, Verily I say what unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. With the woman that was healed with whose daughter was vexed with the demon, did he not say the same thing to her? When she said even the dogs eat the crumbs which fall from the master's table?
Yeah.
Did he not tell her the same thing? He had not seen so great a faith in what? In Yashra'al. But let's pay attention now. If she was from another nation, he's from another nation. Now let's listen to this. And let's see how he interacts with this person and how he finishes his conversation. Go ahead,
Yahuah, Matthew 8, verse 11. And I say unto you, that many shall come from the east and west, and shall sit down.
Stop right there. He said, I say unto you. Who is the you he's speaking to here? Yashra'al. He said, I say unto you, many shall what, Zara?
Many shall come from the east and west, and shall sit down with Abraham, Yitzhak or Isaac, and Jacob, and the kingdom of Shamayim.
He said, I say to you, many shall what? Come from the east and the west. Speaking to Yashra'al, I say to you, many shall come from the east and the west and sit down with who? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The other nations would not have known about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now, let's finish reading, but let's see something though. They shall sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and keep going, Zara.
Verse 12. But the children of the kingdom shall be cast out into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
But he said the children of the kingdom shall be what? Cast out. The children of the kingdom. Who are the children? And what kingdom will they be cast out of? Because not all of Yashra'al is going to obey. But that's what we always talk from the beginning. When you read the story about Joshua and Caleb, just like that woman in Matthew, I think it's is it 15 or the 24? When he speaks about eating from the master's table. Is it Matthew? Get Matthew 15 on. So you see, Joshua was the one of the covenant. If we look at Caleb, the word Caleb, like we always talk about, it means dog. It lets you can see here, even though the kingdom is for Yashra'al, that doesn't mean that he will have mercy upon those that are not Israel or the strangers. But the kingdom of Israel ain't no and ifs, buts about it. That we're 100% sure of. It's 15. Read it right quick.
21 to 28.
You want to read?
Yeah, but you want to read it out now.
Then Yahusha went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre
A little louder.
and Sidon. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Yahuah, O Master, thou son of David. My daughter is grievous, vexed with a devil. But he answered her not a word. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away, for she cried after us. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then came and she worshipped him, saying, Master, help me. But he answered and said, It is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it to dogs.
Start right there. It's not meet to take the children's bread and cast it to dogs. He identifies this woman as being what?
Dog.
Remember I said she's an outsider, not of Israel. The word Caleb means dog, but he was attached to who? Yashra'al by way of who? Joshua. And Joshua would mean what? Say it again.
Y'all salvation.
Your salvation.
So the dog was attached to y'all salvation.
They will attach to Israel, the people of the covenant. Okay, what did he tell them? What did she say?
And she said, Truth, Master, yet the dogs
She said, Truth, Master, yet the dogs
eat of the crumbs.
eat the meal.
Eat the crumbs,
Eat of the crumbs
which fall from the master's table.
which fall from the master's table. But the bread belongs to who?
Israel.
It belongs to Israel. The remnants of that left over goes to who?
The dogs.
The dogs.